Avalon. The word itself just brings up so many memories and frequencies that, that connection of this beautiful world that we lost. Let's reconnect with that. Hello and welcome, radiant, beautiful soul. It's so good to be here with you. Avalon. The word itself just brings up so many memories and frequencies that, that connection of this beautiful world that we lost. Let's reconnect with that. But before we get to that, first, let me ask you to subscribe to this channel, to give this video a like, and to share it with others. My name is Inge van Stralen, and I am a Pleiadian Lightworker and Galactic Priestess. I help Lightworkers reconnect with their multidimensional selves and light beings so that they can reconnect with their soul mission and embody their life's mission here on Earth so that we can all help planet Earth and humanity through this evolutionary shift in consciousness. And I do that through workshops, online programs, one-on-one sessions, and, well, videos and meditations like the one you're watching now. If you're interested in working with me, please look at the description box below, and there are a couple of links that you can look at if you want to work with me. All right. That being said, out of the way, let's get to it. Let's connect to Avalon. Avalon is a fairy realm, is a fairy world. And it's a very etheric world. It's very much connected to our etheric bodies. And way, way back in Lemurian times, there wasn't such a big divide between humanity and the fairy realm. So everything, the whole world was much more etheric then. So humans were not as grounded or not as, well, yeah, grounded in the physical realm, in the material world. So the connection with the etheric realms and with Avalon was still easier, was still, actually, there was no division. Those worlds existed simultaneously. And it was like Avalon was at the same place as Lemuria was at the time, and all the different worlds and continents that we have had since then. But the more solid humanity became, the more like embodied or grounded in the physical realm we became, the bigger the divide became between the physical realm and Avalon. And so the two worlds started to drift apart, but there was still access. There was still access between both worlds through portals. And a lot of those stone structures, those standing stones, and I'm not saying all of them, but the ones that I talked to, at least. I was in Switzerland this summer, and there was a stone circle, and I asked them what they did, and they said that their purpose was to be a portal to the fairy realm, to Avalon, and as such. Anyway, so there were still portals to travel through, but through time, even that became denser. So it became much more difficult to travel from this realm to the other and back. So yeah, the gates kind of, it's not that they were completely closed, but it became much more difficult. And there were, yeah, we became separated from nature. There was a divide between us and our, well, and our environment, you could say. So the further we became based in the physical realm, and the further we were removed from our heart frequency and purity, the further away we were from the fairy realm. So that is what happened with Avalon, the fairy realm. So it kind of drifted away from us. And I asked the stone portals that I in Switzerland, you know, if they were still active, and they said no, they were not active anymore. And I asked them, you know, do we need to do anything to reactivate you or reopen you? And they said no. And they gave me this wonderful insight. They told me that it is time for us, well, first light workers and then humanity, for us to find those portals within us, within ourselves, within our body. And they are standing there to help us, remind us that we carry that frequency in us, that we have that portal in us. And they can help us, you know, make that connection to that portal. But actually, when we travel, if we travel to that other realm, if you are allowed in, then, you know, you do that through your own portal in your body. They, you know, the stones can help you connect with that place in your body. All right. So that is kind of what my insights were and what the guides tell me about Avalon and what they wanted you to know before we make a connection to Avalon. So what we're going to do, we're going to reconnect. We're going to find that portal in our body. And in order to do that, we'll create like a tiny version or a miniature version of ourselves, like about the height of a thumb, like kind of depends on how big your thumb is or how, well, you know, never mind. It's just a small version of you. And we'll put all our consciousness in that small version and we'll walk the path. We'll find that path to a place in our body where the portal is. And we will clear that path. We will get the Trinity flame from Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and Kuan Yin, goddess Kuan Yin. So they will combine the qualities of truth, purity, and unconditional love. And we'll carry that flame, that Trinity flame with us to clear everything that we find and to purify ourselves. And if we've done, when we've done that, we can find that portal in our own bodies and connect with it. And as soon as we make that connection with that portal, we can feel the energy and really embrace it. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see, but that's kind of what I know that our journey is going to be. So, are you ready? Are you ready for Avalon or the frequencies of Avalon? Just make sure you're comfortable. Sit down, lie down. Just make sure you have about 15 minutes to yourself. And then we'll get started. All right. And we start, as always, by breathing. So we take a couple of deep breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. And one more time, breathe in and breathe out. One more time, full body breath. And breathe out. That was so nice. We'll do another one, full body breath. And ground yourself. And use the methods that you know. And if you're familiar with Pleiadian Lightwork, go down your grounding cord. Or if you don't know any method yet to ground yourself, just focus or breathe into the soles of your feet and the tip of your tailbone. And from the soles of your feet and the tip of your tailbone, you grow roots into the earth, deep, deep into the earth. And use your connection to the earth, whether it is a grounding cord or roots. Use that connection to pull in earth energy. Breathe it in through your grounding cord, through your roots, and fill your whole body with earth energy. And I call upon the Pleiadian emissaries of light. And I ask them to join us, each and every one of us, in our own individual spaces. And I ask them to clear our space and to put a protective circle around our space. And I ask them to join all of our spaces together and create a circle so that we're all in one big energetic space together. I ask for a golden ring of protection around our space. And I call upon Archangel Michael of light and love, and I ask him to seal our space with his sword of truth. And I set the intention that we will use this meditation for our personal growth and to make the world a better place. So be it, so be it, so be it. And I call upon the Dolphin Star Temple Higher Council of Light and Love, and I ask them to transform our energetic space into a sacred Dolphin Star Temple healing space. And I ask for the crystalline pillars to be placed around our circle, our temple space, and to make that connection to the light heart of Mother Earth. And I ask the Pleiadian, Sirian, and Andromedan emissaries of light for the following cones of light to be placed above and below our auras and above and below our energetic space. The interdimensional cones of light, the evolutionary cones of light, the intergalactic cones of light, and the earth cones of light. And I ask our higher self to stand in front of us and to make a connection with our heart and fill our heart with higher self love. And if you're familiar with Pleiadian Lightwork, this is the moment to pull in all your higher self connections. And if you're not familiar with Pleiadian Lightwork yet, ask your higher self to create a connection to the home of your higher self. And from your heart to create a connection to the light heart of Mother Earth. I call upon Saint Germain of light and love, and I ask him to fill this space with Holy Merlin energy, the energy of Merlin. And just take a few moments to adjust to this energy. To open up. And I ask the Pleiadian emissaries of light for a Merkaba around our energetic space, and to connect our energetic space to Avalon. And create a small version of you, a little duplicate, and put that version of you inside your head, in the middle of your head, and breathe into that tiny body. Put your consciousness into that body. And that little version of you also has a grounding cord, higher self connections, and I ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Kuan Yin, all of light and love, to join us and to hand each and every one of us the Trinity flame and receive it. And put your body in that Trinity flame, or let that Trinity flame move through your body. First, your small version body, and then your physical body, your bigger body. And that Trinity flame will dissolve anything that is ready to be dissolved, to be released, to be transmuted. And I ask the overlighting devas of the 5 elements, the element of water, the element of air, the element of fire, the element of earth, and the element of ether, to join us and to balance all those 5 elements in our energetic space and in our energetic bodies and our physical bodies and our etheric bodies. Keep breathing, opening your heart, receiving. While you are in your head, in that tiny body, and look around. If you see any thoughts or any spider webs or dark spaces, and bring that Trinity flame to those spaces. All those thoughts, those negative feelings that we are still carrying, use the Trinity flame. And you will see a path opening up, a path that will lead to somewhere in your body, the place where the portal is. Walk the path, and whatever you see that needs clearing on that path, use that Trinity flame. And it will lead you to a place in your body and there is the portal, your physical portal that connects you to Avalon. And clear that portal, clear that space. If it's a stone, clear the stone. If it's like a circle, clear the circle with the Trinity flame. Whatever it is, whatever your portal looks like, clear it. And then connect to it. Feel the connection. Receive the transfer of information, of energy, whatever it is that needs to happen through your connection with this portal. Connect with it and receive. And whatever it is, memories, energy, messages. Go with it. Open up. We'll take a few minutes to receive these transmissions. And maybe there's a symbol that comes through, or a gift, energy, to help you reestablish this connection. And finish whatever it is you are doing, you are receiving. And you walk back on the path to the middle of your head. And you extend yourself again. You fill your whole body with your consciousness. And with that energy that you just received, you fill your whole body. And we pass it around in our circle. We share it with each other. You give and you receive in the circle. So the activation shared becomes bigger, can multiply. And on the count of 3, we will release this energy that we build up in the circle, and we release it into the core of Mother Earth, the core of the light heart of Mother Earth, the Earth Star Crystal, to help make that connection again, to bring the two worlds together again, to bring back magic. And living from a heart based frequency. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and release. And we wait for the answer. And receive the answer. And then we release each other. We release the circle for now. And I thank all those beautiful light beings that were here today to help us in this meditation. And I ask them to release all the energetic structures so that we're all in our own energetic space again. And breathe in and breathe out. And thank you, light being in a physical body, for your participation, for being here with me. What a beautiful opening. To me, that was magical. I saw it in my heart. And it went really deep. And I also felt that, especially the answer of Mother Earth, then it just became like activated. It was like the portal in my heart was, opened even more. It could open more. Wow. All right. Beautiful, radiant soul. Thank you so much again for being here. Let me know if you have questions, comments. Please post them below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. All right. See you next time. Bye-bye.